Jacory Croskey Merritt, aka Bill, is a Commander's 7th round draft pick this year and has shown great promise. But has he shown enough promise to be the long-term answer at running back for the Commanders? Let's waste no more time and let's get into it. Jacory Croskey Merritt was the 25th running back taken out of the draft this year in the 7th and final round. Very close to being undrafted, but when I tell you, his play has not resembled that. His play has been of a 2nd or 3rd round production. If you look at the leaderboards in rushing when it comes to rookies, he's ranked number 4. Ashton Jeanty had number 1 with 888 yards, 240 carries. Travion Henderson has 858 yards with 167 carries. And Quinshon Judkins has 827 yards with 230 carries. While Bill is right behind Judkins with 776 yards and only 167 carries, averaging 4.8 yards per carry. Very impressive to be up there in the league with the 1st round draft pick, the 2nd round draft pick, the 3rd round draft pick. It's pretty good if you ask me. What are the key elements of Bill's game that really stand out and separate him from other running backs? Number 1 to me is his elite cuts. When Bill is able to see the hole, because he has great vision as well, when he's able to see that hole, he's able to plant his foot in and go. And when he does that, he generates the power that he needs as a running back, because he's not the biggest back, but he's a solid guy, 5'11", 207. So because he's able to plant his foot in and make that sudden charge, he's able to break arm tackles from D linemen reaching out or linebackers on a 2nd level. That's where a lot of his production has come. Breaking through that 1st level, breaking the tackle, and making a linebacker miss as well. He's been having to make a lot of his yardage on his own, which to me is the number 1 factor of a great running back. You have to make that first guy miss. If you can make that first guy miss and make your offensive lineman's job a lot easier, I think that is definitely something that elevates you to a number 1 running back, or potential number 1 running back, as we're still uncovering with Bill right now. And with those cuts, now, before I say this, calm down. I'm not saying he is this player. I'm saying the cuts that he makes remind me of this player. The precision and the power that's generated. And that's Christian McCaffrey. If you watch Christian McCaffrey play, he wastes 0 time with his cuts. If you're a running back and want to look at and learn from a running back how to be decisive with your cuts and have no wasted movement, look at Christian McCaffrey. Bill also nearly had 1,000 yards while splitting the carries, while also getting pushed out in some games. As we saw early, he started out big, 10 carries for 82 yards against the Giants. And after that, we really didn't use him much until the Chargers game in week 5, I believe. So there was a lot of usage that he just missed at the beginning of the season. Number 1, we saw Austin Eckler at the beginning, and he was our starter coming in, the veteran that's been it all, seen it all, done it all. We have Chris Rodriguez, who's a good, solid running back. Doesn't do anything great, but is solid and reliable. And then we also have Jeremy McNichols, who reminds me a lot of Chris Rodriguez. Doesn't do anything too great, but does a lot of the little things good. So that's a pretty big depth chart to be buried under. And he was able to climb up and make noise even when he was buried. To get nearly 1,000 yards while having all those other running backs and your opportunities being taken is pretty impressive to me. And when looking at the Commanders' record in unison to Bill's stats and production, when Bill has over 80 yards in a football game, the Commanders are 3-1. Yes, the 4-12 Commanders at this time. When Bill has over 80 yards in a game, we are 3-1. So I think that is definitely a correlation that we need to look at more. And that just shows when you get him the ball, that means success. And to me, that's pretty close and great correlation for a starting running back. When you look at the big top guys in the league, the Derrick Henrys, the CMCs, the Bijans, what is the biggest thing? Get them the football, because we know they're going to create production, and that production is going to lead to us getting more victories. That production, he has shown more big play ability, which he hasn't shown a lot, breaking away those big runs. But just this past week against Dallas, he broke free and ran for 75 yards, outrunning the defensive backs all the way to the house. All the good things I'm saying, you might be asking yourself, Chaz, all this positivity, and we're questioning if he's an RB1. Why is that? Well, there are some key factors as to why it isn't a definitive RB1 and why, especially at the beginning of the season, he wasn't the starter and was seeing limited carries. And number one, which is something that a lot of young backs struggle with, pass protection. I can tell you from experience right now, there is not one running back, no sane running back that loves pass protection. I'm telling you, if a 240-pound, and these linebackers are different nowadays. They are fast. If Fred Warner is coming at you full speed, trying to run you over to get to that quarterback, it's not fun. And it's also confusing at this point because, compared to college NFL defenses, they try to confuse you, do all these different schemes, different gap blitzes, different fakes, all this stuff to try to confuse you. So it's a lot going on because you have to listen to the center's line call. Is it a rip? Is it a Liz? Who's the Mike? All these things are interchangeable and changing at the line of scrimmage. So the things that you have to really process very fast. And on top of that, you have to stop Fred Warner coming at you full speed. It's not easy, and it's something that he has struggled with. And a reason why his playing time wasn't as high, especially at the beginning of the season. And another reason why I'll question him being an RB1 is his patience. There are times when you could tell the hole is there, but Bill wants the big home run, so he tries to go outside or he tries to outrun his blockers. And I'm telling you, that's a recipe for disaster, because in this league, if you can get 4 or 5, especially with him, how he's able to break off tackles, that's going to keep moving the chains for your offense. It's going to put more belief in your coaches for you, and it also, most importantly, sets up the big run. Keep hitting it. You have to keep hitting that middle, suck up those D linemen, suck up those linebackers, and then when the opportunity shows itself and you're able to cut outside because of the setups that you've done throughout the game, that's when those big runs come. That's why he had the 75-yarder against Dallas, because he was able to set it up and make the precise cut in order to score that touchdown. Now, I've told you about the good with Bill, and I've told you about the bad with Bill. So with all that, let's answer this question. Can Bill be a true RB1 for the Washington Commanders? I think he can. I think he's shown the cut ability to do it. I think he's shown the break tackle ability to do it. And I think he's shown the big play ability to do it. Now, the two things that he really needs to work on, the pass protection and the patience, those are things that you can really improve on. And once he does improve on it, I think he has the potential to be a top 10, top 15 back in the league. And with a quarterback like Jaden Daniels, with that production, we can really do some damage on offense. So I do believe he has the potential to be a number 1 running back for the Commanders. And I think we should give him that opportunity. So let me know in the comment section. What do you think? Should Bill be the number 1 guy for the Commanders? Or is he more of a second string and we should go for another option? Let me know, and I'll see you next time.